Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
Vehicles, whether new or just a few miles old, require regular inspections. A monthly vehicle inspection is part of the preventive maintenance that can help maximize the life and performance of your vehicle. You should get into the habit of performing a monthly vehicle inspection, spending at least 20 minutes on your car, as this can prevent up to 70% of the problems that can lead to breakdowns on the road. A monthly vehicle inspection will include checking the air filter, battery, brakes, oil, coolant, tires, headlights, turn signals, parking lights, wipers, and washer fluid. Monthly vehicle inspections should also include checking critical components such as the horn, coupling devices like the fifth wheel and kingpin, seat belts, lights, steering mechanisms, and mirrors. These and many other inspections are necessary to keep your car in good working order. You don't need to be an automotive expert to do all this. You just need to know what to do. To help you, we'll go through each of these monthly vehicle inspections, so read on. Monthly vehicle inspection: what should I check regularly on my car? As mentioned above, you don't need to be an automotive expert to perform a monthly vehicle inspection. You just need to know what needs to be done and how often. With this monthly vehicle inspection checklist, you'll be able to inspect your car and know its condition. You'll also be able to spot potential problems early on, which can help you save money on costly repair bills in the future. So, what should I check regularly on my car? Let's take a look at each one. Air filters. Checking your air filters is easy enough. You should be able to find out its location and the instructions on how to check it in your owner's manual. But generally, you'll just need a screwdriver and maybe unplug one or two electrical connectors. To check your air filter, you'll need to open the airbox, remove the air filter, and inspect it visually. A somewhat new air filter may be white, off-white, yellow, or any other color, but you should expect to spot a slight discoloration from a used air filter. You should replace your air filter if you notice that there is too much dust and dirt in it that you can no longer see the pleats. When there is oil contamination, when you notice that pieces of the filter are falling out or its rubber seal is cracked or deformed. If the filter has not been installed correctly, or when you spot mouse droppings or nesting material under the hood of your car. If your air filter is dirty, don't try to clean it with compressed air. This can damage the air filter, allowing dirt and other contaminants to enter your car's engine. This can lead to premature internal wear. If you live in areas where there's usually dust, you can try using a washable foam pre-filter. This can capture most of the dust, and you won't have to replace your air filter frequently. Battery. The car battery is an important component of the car, supplying large quantities of electrical current for the starter, engine, and other electronic accessories in your car. A quick inspection of the battery can be carried out by performing a load test. To do this, you'll need to switch on your headlights without starting the engine. Then leave them in on position for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once this time has elapsed, switch on your car and pay attention to the brightness of your headlights. If your headlights seem dimmed when the engine is running, it means your car's battery hasn't passed the charge test. This is an indication that there's a problem, as the battery should be able to hold enough charge to manage the 10 to 15 minutes before the engine starts and when it's running. You should have your battery checked or replaced to make sure you don't get stuck somewhere because of a dead car battery. Brakes. Another thing that should be done in your monthly vehicle inspection is to check your brakes. You can check your brakes in 2 steps. The first is to find a safe place to test your car's brakes and check for any pulsation on your brake pedal. Then depress the brake pedal and brake to a stop at around 30 miles per hour. No pulsation should be felt. Braking should be gentle. You can then try braking at highway speed, and if you feel a pulsation, this is an indication that your rotors are deformed. Have them checked immediately. The next step is to check the thickness of the brake pads. To do this, you need to remove a front wheel with a cold engine. Get a compass and a tape measure and use them to check the thickness of the brake pads. It should read about half an inch. If the pads measure less than 1/8 of an inch, they need to be replaced. You should then compare the readings from top to bottom. Their readings should not vary by more than 1/16 inch. If they vary, your caliper is defective and must be repaired. Oil is considered the lifeblood of your engine. You should check it as part of your monthly vehicle inspection. To check it, you need to park your car on level ground with the engine off, the transmission in low gear or park, and with the parking brake applied. Then open the hood and find the dipstick. Remove the dipstick completely and wipe off any traces of oil from the end of the dipstick. Then insert the dipstick into the tube slowly, pushing it all the way down. Pull it out again and look carefully at the end. You should see oil on it. If the oil level is between the two lines on the dipstick, your car has enough oil. If the level is lower, top it up. When you've added oil, wait a few minutes for it to drain into the sump. Then check it again to make sure you have the right oil level. Coolant is responsible for keeping your engine cool and preventing overheating. That's why checking it should be part of your monthly vehicle inspection. To check your coolant level, park your car on level ground and make sure your car has cooled down. Then open your hood and find the radiator and coolant reservoir. The reservoir is usually made of transparent plastic, so you can easily see your coolant level. If you notice that the level is low, you can top it up. However, you should check your current coolant level before topping up. Check for contaminants and unusual coloring. A healthy coolant has a blue, yellow, red, or green color. If you see a colorless or rust-colored coolant, with particles or sludge, it's contaminated. You should have your car checked immediately. Tires. You should also check the condition of your tires. You should inspect their treads and sidewalls and look for any signs of damage such as scratches, cuts, punctures, dents, cracks or bulges. As part of your monthly vehicle inspection, assess the tread depth of your tires to make sure they have enough traction to grip the road. You can do the penny test to assess them. Simply put a penny upside down in the tread of your tire, and if you see the top of Lincoln's head, your tire needs to be replaced. Another thing you should check is your tire pressure. To do this, you can use a tire pressure gauge. You need to make sure they're properly inflated. To find out the correct pressure for your tire, consult your owner's manual. Headlights, indicators, brake, reverse and parking lights. To check your car's lights, park your car facing a wall with the engine off, the handbrake on and the ignition in the ACC position. To check your headlights, start with the low beam. You can do this by switching the headlights to the low beam position. Check on the opposite wall to see if they're working properly. Then check the high beams, which should be slightly brighter. Then check the turn signals. You'll usually know if it's not working when there's a change in the sound of the indicator. The defective side will usually click faster than normal. To check if a light is out, turn on your hazard warning lights and check each light. Check the front, sides, and rear. To check your brake and backup lights, you'll need to check them in a dark garage or against a wall. Check that all the lights are working. You may be able to tell if a light isn't working by the dimming or absence of light reflecting off the wall. Now, for the parking lights, you need to switch your headlights on the parking light function. Then walk around to check whether the parking or tail lights are working properly. You should expect to have a light on each corner of your car and a light at the rear illuminating your license plate. Windshield wipers and washer fluid. Your car's windshield wipers are one of its safety features. They help keep your windshield clean and clear so you can see the road ahead. That's why it's important to check them regularly and include them in your monthly vehicle inspection. Your car's wiper blades should be replaced every 6 to 12 months. But certain factors can damage them or wear them out prematurely. That's why you need to inspect your blades regularly and check whether they need replacing. To determine whether they're still working properly, you need to pay attention to the way they clean your windshield. If you notice that they're no longer doing a good job, then you need a replacement. You should also pay attention to any unusual noises that may indicate that the wiper blades are no longer moving easily across your windshield. You should also visually inspect your wiper blades. Look at the frame and see if there are any signs of damage, or if it's bent or broken. You should also make sure that the wiper blades are still flexible. After checking your wiper blades, you should also check your wiper fluid. To do this, you need to open your hood and find the filler cap for the wiper fluid reservoir. It's usually located on either side of the engine compartment, near the front benders. But sometimes you'll find them at the rear, near the base of the windshield. Check the wiper fluid level. If it's low, top it up. Open the filler cap on the fluid reservoir and add washer fluid directly to the reservoir until it's full. You may need to use a funnel to do this. Once this is done, you can close the filler cap tightly and gently close your car's hood. Performing a monthly vehicle inspection can help maximize the life of your car and its components. This can help you save money in the long run, as you won't have to face costly repair bills due to problems that will most likely occur on cars that aren't properly maintained. In addition to checking the components listed above, you should also regularly check your horn, seat belts, steering mechanisms, and mirrors. If you perform this monthly vehicle inspection, you'll be able to prove that your car has been well maintained, should you consider selling your car in the future. Even if you don't sell it, you'll have peace of mind knowing that your car won't be giving you any problems anytime soon. In conclusion, conducting a monthly vehicle inspection is essential for ensuring your safety on the road and maintaining the longevity of your vehicle. By following the steps outlined in this guide, you can easily identify potential issues before they become major problems. Remember to check key components such as tires, brakes, lights, and fluids regularly. Staying proactive not only saves you money in the long run but also provides peace of mind while driving. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.